Hi, I'm Trinity Wave, and today's class is a root yoga class. This class was created to help balance the root chakra, to help one feel more stable and protected. For today's class, I suggest bringing your yoga mat, some pillows or blankets or yoga blocks. Please note that each pose that I offer during this class is just a suggestion. Please respect one's own body. And remember, one can always return to child's pose if needed at any point during this class. Today's class is starting with an easy seated position. So when you're ready, grab your props and let's get started. Thank you, body. Thank you, earth. Thank you, water, wind, and heart. Thank you, body. Thank you, earth, for the light of my soul. So let's begin today's class seated on the ground. Finding a nice comfortable seat here. And I'm going to suggest for the hands, bringing the palms down onto the knees. Another option here is to bring the index fingers and the thumbs together, palms facing down on the knees. And begin to take some deep inhales and exhales through the nose here. And here I also invite you to connect with Mother Earth beneath you in whatever way you can. And gently ask if you can connect your roots down to her roots. And to allow yourself to feel more stable in this position here. And maybe the birds come out and sing, or the sun begins to shine, to help signify this positive connection of union. And if that was a yes for you, then just begin to imagine growing your sit bones down towards the earth, allowing your roots to grow deeper, to help you feel more stable and aligned. Opening the chest, breathing into the chest. And here, if you like, you can inhale up towards the crown of the head, imagining branches growing up towards the sky here. And exhale back down into the lower belly. Inhaling and exhaling here. I am stable. Great job. Now beginning to blink the eyes softly open and beginning to rub the fingers together, coming back into the body now. And here I'm suggesting moving into some flowing root yoga today. So begin to make your way into tabletop here. And we'll bring the knees out wide, toes to touch, sitting the hips back, coming into a child's pose or a seed pose here. Releasing the forehead down and breathing. Every tall tree was once a small seed. And sometimes the seeds fell to the ground. And sometimes the rains came and pushed that seed down into the ground. And from this place of being rooted, it can allow for one to grow up towards the sky, towards the sun. So take a few breaths here and relax. Great job. We're going to come back up to tabletop now. So now let's come to a cat-cow here. So drop the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. And again. Exhale, round. And come back to center. We're going to go into that child's pose again for another breath or two. So coming back down, forehead down. And from here, begin to walk the hands up towards the knees, coming towards the hero's pose. And if this is uncomfortable for you to sit in the knees, I can show you a modification here. And so now that I have my pillows or a blanket, a modification here would be to bring the feet out and bring the pillows underneath. So taking a few breaths here. Option 1 for the hands can be at prayer position. Option 2 could be eagle arms. Right arm under, left arm over. Inhaling to lift slightly and exhale to lower slightly. And if you're here, release the hands and come to the other way. So left arm under, right. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. And release, coming back to hero's pose. Okay, so if you had the pillows, you can gently release those. So making our way back to tabletop here. From here, bringing the hands one hand length out in front. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Keeping a slight bend in the elbows and the knees here. And beginning to walk the feet towards the hands, forward fold. Maybe the hands can grab onto the elbows here. And then rounding all the way back up, mountain pose. So here let's do a little calibration in mountain pose. So feet are parallel, knees slightly bent. Tuck the pelvis under slightly if you have a tendency to arch the low back. Roll the shoulder blades back, bringing the head slightly back, chin parallel to the ground. Lifting the crown of the head up. And from here, just begin to lean forward and back gently. And then a little bit less to find your center here. And when you do, begin to lift all 10 toes up and press them back down in towards the ground. So hands can be by the sides here, but not resting. Trying to allow energy to flow through the whole body here. Strong mountain pose. Great job. And then we'll inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to come to a low lunge, dynamic low lunge. So right knee comes back and down. Hands come to the front knee. And then bringing the hands to the hips. And exhale, straightening the front leg and bow. Another option is to bring the hands up. And exhale, straighten and bow. Inhaling forward, bending, exhale, straighten and bow. This time we're going to bend forward, both hands come down. And we're going to come back to tabletop here. So from tabletop, let's do a little thread the needle sequence. Bringing the right hand up to the sky. Inhale to brush the yoga mat. Doing this 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to brush. And on this last time, we'll brush all the way through. Bringing that hand, threading it underneath the opposite arm. Head comes down. Being gentle with the neck. And here we're breathing. Coming back to tabletop here. We'll do a few cat-cow, so drop the belly, inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Doing this again. And one more time like this. And then we'll go to the other side. So left hand is going to come up towards the sky. Exhale, brush the yoga mat. Doing this again. And this next time, hand comes up. And then we'll thread it all the way through to come to thread the needle on the other side. Being gentle with the neck. Coming back to tabletop. So from here, let's bring the hands 1 hand length out in front, coming to a knee down plank. And we'll do a few hip circles here, so bringing the hips to the left, back, right, and forward. Doing this a few times with your breath. And then we'll switch directions, going right, back, left, and forward. Keep breathing. Great job. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Trying to bring a little bit of space between the shoulders and the ears. So here, let's bring the right foot forward. Bringing the left knee down, doing that dynamic lunge on this side. Hands can come to the front knee. Inhale, exhale, straighten and bow. Hands come to the hips. Doing this a few more times with your breath. Great job bending into the front knee. Both hands come down, lifting the back foot up to step, hop, or walk, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Beginning to round back up to mountain pose. And I'm going to turn to the front so you can see me here. So here, going into a tree pose, so feet together, standing up nice and tall here. Bending into the left knee. I'm mirroring you here. And first level with the feet is bringing the left foot to the top of the right foot. Second level is the inner calf. And third level is the inner thigh. So find your variation here and breathe. So wherever you are, connecting the leg to the foot and the foot to the leg to create those strong roots. Hands on the hips is the first level with the hands. Engaging the core. If you feel strong here, you can bring the hands to the heart at prayer. And third level with the hands, if you'd like, you can begin to grow your branches up towards the sky. Great job releasing the leg, shaking out the feet. And we'll come back to the front of the mat if you're not there already. So from here, feet are parallel. Inhale, lifting arms up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the right foot back for setting up for high lunge here. Inhaling, hands come to the front knee. Level 1. And if you feel comfortable here, you can bring the hands to the hips. Trying to square the hips forward like headlights here. Second level is hands at prayer. And third level is arms up or dynamic movement with the arms. So wherever you are, breathing. And then we'll bring the hands up and down, framing the foot, coming to plank pose here. Bringing strength into the legs, pressing them down in towards the earth. Engage the core. One more inhale and exhale here. Then we're going to tuck the elbows in towards the ribs, slowly lower down to the belly. Doing 3 baby cobras here. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. Try to lift the kneecaps up if you can. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. Lift up a little bit higher if you can. And exhale, release down. Coming back to tabletop. So here I invite you to do a few more cat-cows. So drop the belly, inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release, round the back. Doing this 2 more times with your breath. You're bringing the hands one hand length out in front, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up to mountain. And then we'll come back to center, getting ready for our tree on the other side. Coming to the front so you can see me, but you can stay where you are. This time, bringing both feet together. Bending into the right knee. I'm mirroring you. So top of that foot comes to the top of the opposite foot. Inner calf. Or inner thigh. Pressing the leg into the foot and the foot into the leg, and breathe. Engaging the core. And if you feel stable here, you can bring the hands at prayer. And if you'd like, you can bring your branches up to the sky. Great job. Releasing the hands, releasing the foot, shake everything out. Coming back to the front if you're not there already. So here, let's bring the feet parallel, about hips distance apart. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. So from here, let's bring the left foot back, setting up for high lunge on this side. Hands come to the front knee. Trying to square the hips forward like headlights here. Engaging the core. For second level with the hands. Hands can come to prayer here. or hands can come up with dynamic movement.
For level 3.
Wherever you are, keep breathing. And then we'll bring the hands down, coming to a knee down plank here. And we'll slowly lower down, baby cobra. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift up a little bit higher if you can. Exhale, lower. And we'll come to tabletop. So from tabletop, let's bring the hands one hand length out in front, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Feeling the hands on the earth and the hips towards the sky. Bending in the knees, coming back to tabletop. And from here, bring both knees together and we'll bring the hips to one side, coming into our seated series here. So we're going to bring the legs out wide to start. Our first move is going to be Janu Sirsasana. So we're going to bend into the right knee. So first level is here at the opposite knee. Second level is inner thigh. And from here, lift through the spine. And spider fingers forward any amount. Keep lengthening through the spine. Coming back to center. Exhale, spider fingers forward any amount more. Lifting. And exhale again. Coming back to center. We're going to come forward for staff pose. And here, if you'd like a little bit more stability, you can bring some blocks or pillows or blankets at the sides of the palms to help lift the chest here. Pressing the legs into the earth strongly here. Engage the core. One more inhale and exhale here. Great job. Release the pillows if you like. And from here, we're going to bend into the right knee. And we're going to bring it to the opposite side of the left foot. And inhale to lift the chest up. We're going for a spinal twist now. So right hand comes back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. Coming forward to lengthen. Exhale, trying to twist with the spine. Head naturally follows. And one more time like this on this side. Coming forward, and we're going to get ready for Gomukhasana here. So here, beginning to wiggle the right foot towards the left hip, lifting up the right hip to bend into the extended leg. And I'll turn forward so you can see me here. So we're trying to bring feet towards the opposite hip and bringing the knees towards one another. And we're trying to find the sweet spot here where we can find where the stretch is in the hips, but also be able to breathe. And you may need to readjust a little bit. So when you find your sweet spot, just begin to take some breaths here. Great job. And now we'll begin to extend the legs out long again. So wide angle, you might need to come to the wide side of the mat if you're not there already. Coming to this wide angle. And we're going to do that series on the other side. Starting with Janu Sirsasana, so bending into the left knee, either bringing it to the opposite knee or the inner thigh. Inhale, lifting through the spine. Exhale, spider fingers forward. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, trying to keep that length as you come forward with the chest. Inhale. And exhale any amount further. Great job. We're going to come to staff pose again at the front of the mat. And here, once again, if you want to grab those blocks or blankets, you can. Try to bring the legs energetically together. Press the palms in towards the earth. And lifting through the crown of the head. Great job. Release the pillows if you have them. And this time we're going to bend into the left knee, allowing the sole of the foot to come to the opposite side here, setting up for our spinal twist. The right hand comes to the left knee, inhaling nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale to come forward and lengthen. Exhale to twist. And again like this. This time let's come into Gomukhasana. So
Wiggling left foot towards the right hip.
both hands can come on the right side to bend into the left knee. So both knees are bent now. And I'll come forward so you can see me. So here, once again, trying to wiggle both feet towards the opposite hip and trying to bring the knees closer together. And here we're trying to find that sweet spot where we can feel the stretch but also breathe. Trying to sit up nice and tall here. Great job. Now begin to wiggle the feet out wide, coming to the wide angle of the mat. So here we're setting up for a seated wide angle forward fold. So legs out wide. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, spider fingers forward any amount. Doing this a few times, coming back to center. Exhale, spider fingers forward. And again if you like. Great job.
Please watch a demo for the next pose.
Now once again, let's bring both legs out to the front. So here, let's make our way onto the back. We're coming into a fish pose here, so knees bent, rolling all the way onto the back. From here, lift the hips up slightly to bring the hands underneath the hips. Extend both legs out long, pointing the toes. Pressing the elbows in towards the earth to lift the chest, open the throat. Crown of the head back onto the earth.
And breathe.
Keep bringing the legs together and pointing through the toes. And begin to slowly release.
Bending the knees, soles of the feet on the ground.
Lift the hips up, releasing the hands. And now we're going to make our way onto our back completely for Shavasana. So if you need anything to make yourself more comfortable, like pillows under the knees, feel free to get those and set yourself up for Shavasana. So here, just extend the legs out long and the arms, palms up towards the sky. And here, relaxing through the jaw, relaxing the eyelids, softening the muscles of the face, feeling the front of the body light, and the back body heavy, sinking down towards the earth. And then beginning to rub the fingers, maybe wiggling the toes. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead to stretch. Exhale, bringing the knees into the chest, the hug.
And you can rock from side to side here if you like.
And here you can either roll up like a ball or gently make your way back to seated. Maybe bringing the hands at prayer here. And bringing some gratitude to whatever has helped you feel stable and rooted in your life. Maybe these are people or places or things, maybe practices. And may you feel blessed, rooted, and stable in all you do. Sending you so much love and so much light. And as always, feel free to like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, body. Thank you, earth. Thank you, water, wind, and heart. Thank you, body. Thank you, earth, for the light of my soul.